Welcome everyone to HueFin, also known as HueFin News. Today is the 4th day of April 2021. We're going to break down Chargepoint and give you all some reason as to why we're going to expect the market strength to continue and to continue to see the price go higher. And then since we're anticipating the market price to go higher in Chargepoint, we're going to try to pinpoint how high the market's going to go so that we can make sure we're in position so that we can profit and win. This is something that we do here consistently on this particular channel. So if you appreciate it, before you head out, hit the like button, share the video, and also subscribe to the channel. Tap that bell notification as well so you do not miss out on our content that we are creating for this platform. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about our last price prediction in Chargepoint, which was on March the 22nd right here. You guys can see that we played the weakness into the market in Chargepoint, and we precisely called out to where we would expect the market to prop itself up, which was around $20. That's where our ultimate TP price was, right? So if anything, 15.22% profitability was given on that forecast. Excellent job if you guys saw the same thing as we did. This is something that we're able to do to predict prices and anticipate where the market is headed so that we can win. So that is done. That is over. We need to look forward into anticipating where the market's going to go next so that we can win. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is and show you is that the market is still following this overall trend, right? The market in Chargepoint is still obeying this ascending line. So there's no need for us to alter the trend. The trend is still higher price movement in Chargepoint, right? That's the long-term trend. So one thing I also wanted to show you as well on this price chart is this downtrend. Do you think the market is going to get rejected right here on this downtrend line? Right? So I would say in around this particular area is where that restriction point line is, to where the market in Chargepoint could not find price and break above it. You guys can see it back here in February of 2021. We could not see the market in Chargepoint break this trend. So which trend are we really going through? Which one are we following? Which one do you think the trap is actually creating? Because if so, if the market is still following this downtrend line that I've just drawn, this is how far we would expect us to go in Chargepoint before we'll see more sellers right there. Okay, so that would be the location. And that will literally be, let's see how much of a percentage gain that will be for us to see the market in Chargepoint go to that particular price, okay, to this downtrend line. So that's another 12.25% though, before we'll see any weakness coming to the market in Chargepoint. So if anything, we can expect the market to go at least another 12.25% higher in the forecast, okay? So keep that in mind. Let's get rid of this. And let's take a look at the market real quick on these differing time frames. And literally that 12.25% takes us to the last time we saw some restriction into the market in Chargepoint, right? So let me show you these two times right here. This is the first time, and this is the second time that the market in Chargepoint cannot break above that price. And even then, back here on the 3-day price bars here for November and December 2020, we held that area for support. So right there around $32, $32.50 is where we're going to expect to see more volatility, more selling, trying to impact the price movement higher right there. Okay. But one thing that I want to talk about as well is to show you that the volume on the last 3-day price bar definitely emphasizes that that downtrend line may not have any impact at all in Chargepoint of going higher, right? To where $32 would not be a factor to restrict the price movement of going higher for Chargepoint. What about on a weekly time frame? Even here on the weekly time frame, the market looks pretty good here on the weekly time frame to substantiate that $32 doesn't look like it's going to be a problem for the market, for the trap. Okay, the next area would be around 34, 36. More likely, I would say around $35.50. Just give us a nice in between those two numbers will be the next area. All right. So I'm seeing strength right there on the weekly time frame, the 3-day time frame, the 5-day time frame. Everything is showing us market strength, even right here on the 3 weeks time frame. What about on the monthly? The monthly time frame is giving us a probable precursor of strength, which simply means for the month of April, we need to see the market close above the March close. That's it. Okay. So generally, the seesaw is tipping on the bullishness side rather than on the weakness, based off what the price bars is displaying to us. So in that sense, our prediction would have to be to see this market in Chargepoint continue to go higher. Right now, that's our direction. That's the direction that we're predicting the market in Chargepoint to go. I've told you already that the market restriction that we would expect to see some selling would be around $32, right? Maybe even around 34. Okay. So that is the location to which we're going to play the area to where we would expect to see some selling. Okay. Right around this descending line is how we're going to play it. This is the area right there that we would expect us to see more selling. So we will obviously come in and skim off some of that profitability into the market in Chargepoint. I'm going to say around $33. Okay. So $33 will give us about almost 10.5% profitability in that sense. Okay. I'm going to take it up there to 34 though. Okay. But $33 would be our area to where we would come in and TP out the market for Chargepoint. And that's it. So one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get rid of this trend here. We are in a uptrend, so there's no need for us to see that there. But this is the location to where we think is going to be the next impact zone in the market. So we're going to keep this descending line here into the market in Chargepoint. And however the market reacts to this descending line will give us more information as to whether or not we're going to break it to the upside, or we're going to continue to follow it and go down lower and lower in the long term to where we'll come back and test that ascending line again. Okay, so that's the plan. This is what we're seeing into the market in Chargepoint going forward. Now is your turn. I want to give you all the opportunity to tell us, what do you all see in the market in Chargepoint? So many people make this complicated when it shouldn't be. They try to speak to you all as if they're experts by using some terminology that really doesn't make any sense. They can't speak to the chart, and they try to place all these indicators on the chart trying to give the advantage when in actuality it handicaps them. No indicators on your chart is the best option that you have in order to beat everyone else in the market. So you need to join us. Hit that like button, share the video, and also subscribe to the channel. And as always, make sure you predict, you profit, and you win. Make sure you join us.